Yes, boys. Today's video, I'm gonna sort you boys out. Because as you would have known if you've played FC 26 so far in the whatever 3-4 weeks it's been out, the main issue with the game, or one of the main issues with the game, has been kickoffs. You concede kickoffs no matter what. Can't stop them. You score, you go ahead in the game, your opponent scores right back. You can't do anything about it. Your defense is just stood there like statues. No matter what you try, no matter how strategical you play it, you can't defend the kickoffs. But I'm here to save the day because I found a way, proven way, that I've crafted this FUT Champs. I've tested this weekend league through 15 champs games and rivals, how to defend kickoffs in FC 26 successfully 70 to 80% of the time. Obviously it's not going to work 100% of the time, but 7-8 out of 10 you're going to defend the kickoff just fine as long as you follow what I tell you in this video. Without further ado, let's head over to some of these clips and let me show you how to actually defend kickoff in FC 26. So we are now getting into the clips, and these are all clips and footage of FUT Champions and Rivals Division 2. Now, as you can see, I've just scored. It's 1-0 to me. 7 minutes in, I've just scored with Dumone. My opponent has kickoff. Now, down here, as you can see, a very important thing. You need to know how to activate quick tactics, team press, and offside trap. These are very important things. As you're going to see in a second, if we roll this clip forward, I'm activating team press instantly, basically from kickoff. Now, I'm going to show you how you do this now. As you can see, to bring up the quick tactics menu, I've got a PlayStation controller right here. You click up on the D-pad once, bang. This will bring up the menu here. So to recap, once, there, up on the D-pad. If you're on Xbox, same button. Now, to activate team press, you click the left analog stick here. As you can see down there on the bottom right, team press has got an arrow pointing to the left. So you click that once and that'll activate team press. You can click it again to turn it off. All you got to do is click it once and it'll activate. With offside trap, you click it just once upwards. To bring up the menu, you click this button here once. That one again, that's offside trap. And click them again to turn them off. Now that we've gone through that, now we can fully explain how you stop these kickoffs. As you can see now, team press is active now. Watch closely how my team reacts now to kickoff. But you can see Gerard here, he's actually tracking the run. See Gerard, he's tracking the run here. I feel like usually from kickoff, your team are very static, they don't track runs. Watch. Look, I've selected into my Koundé, my Gerard's close to the ball here. My players are tracking. Gerard's tracking into this space here in case I get turned. See, look, and it allows me to win the ball here with Koundé because Gerard's there. He can't just burst into that space. If Gerard's not active there and running and moving around, if he's just stood still in his position where he starts from kickoff, that guy might have scored there, which allows me to win that ball from kickoff and retain possession. Let's look at a few other examples. As you can see here, it's 2-1, 11 minutes in, and my opponent's just scored. As you can see, I've activated team press. Up on the D-pad, left on the D-pad, team press is active. Now, as you can see, he's holding possession here, and my team's backed up into my own box. It's not looking good. He's making a ball. He's trying to make a ball into here, but my ball there has tracked it fully. He's not just letting him run off. He's tracked the run. And there you go, he wins the ball because he's tracked the run. He's not just stood still, and he's alert, he's awake. The main thing that this team press does from kickoff is it'll make your players wake up. They're more alert, track runners and make tackles and intercept the ball, rather than just stand there and let your opponent walk through and score. As you can see, we win that back, we retain possession. Another example here from the same match with 4-1 up, he's got a kickoff again. As you can see here again, team press, bottom right corner, up on the D-pad, left on the D-pad, activate that, bang. There we go, we get the ball back again. Now we're going to rewind this back a little bit. This was pretty poor play from my opponent, but my team's alert. There we go, my Koundé wins it back and we gain possession of the ball. Here we go again, this is a separate game, and 1-0 up from kickoff. My opponent has the ball. With team press in the bottom right, as you can see here again. Look how my players are behaving. Look at the Gerard, they're moving around. My centre-backs are alert, they're aware. Bang. I win that manually there, but because this is what you got to understand, because my players are moving around and just tracking runs, he can't just simply pass it forward. If you understand what I'm saying, he's got to like go backwards or sideways because everything's covered here. He can't pass it here because Saliba's right on him. Can't pass it here because Gerard's right on him. Because if I put team press on, my players have woken up. He has to go here because this is his only option, or he's got to go backwards. So then if we play the clip, he goes backwards, boom. Bit of second man pressing there, we win the ball, we defend the kickoff successfully. Now, there's also different types of ways you can mix other methods into this. As you can see down here, I've put team press on. I've also activated offside trap. This will push your line up a bit more. If you have a kickoff and your opponent's got the ball and your defense is backed up into your own box and you feel like you're under a lot of pressure. If you offside trap, it'll push your team out and your team will be awake as well. So it's a good way to relieve the pressure if your opponent's just holding the ball around the edge of the box. So let's play this clip on now. I've activated offside trap here and team press is on. There you are, win the ball back with Diani. But key thing here is he can't just go forward. He has to go sideways or backwards because I've activated team press and offside trap, so my line's pushed up rather than dropping back, and my players are marking the runners, so he can't just go forward and things. So it makes it a lot more difficult for your opponent to just breeze through your defense. Into another example, I'm 3-1 up, my opponent has kickoff. Important moment in the game. He scores this kickoff, he's back in it, it's 3-2, close game. So now look, as you can see here, bottom right, watch the bottom right. I activate team press and offside trap. Up on the D-pad, left on the D-pad to activate team press, up on the D-pad, up on the D-pad again to activate offside trap. Bang. As you can see, look, my line's pushing up. Now as you roll the clip on, look, my players are active. Gerrard's tracking runs, Koundé's tracking runs. As soon as he goes into Koundé, I'm there. Bang. Easy. Now we've got another clip here from the same game, 5-2 up. I've just scored, he's got a kickoff here. Important moment in the game in FC 26. If we defend this kickoff, it'll halt his momentum and make it a lot more difficult for him to come back. I activate team press down here. Offside trap, like I explained, up on the D-pad, left on the D-pad for team press, up on the D-pad twice to activate offside trap. Look, my line's pushed all the way up now, he's got no options, he can't pass it into here. Firstly, I'm in front of him there, and also I've got two players here. The only option maybe is Lamine Yamal, or he's got to go backwards. Now as we roll the clip on, he passes it into him, but I intercept it. Let's roll that back again. Because my players are alert, as soon as he passes it into here, look, I've got 3 players around him. Bang, he can't go anywhere. My players are alert. We're defending it. So it makes it a lot more difficult for your opponents to, let's say, mount an attack from kickoff. If your opponents do score from kickoff, it'll likely be from, well, like just good play. They'll have to actually score a good goal against you. They're not going to be able to just breeze through. Let's look at another clip here. 4-3, extra time. Very, very important moment in the game here. This was a very close game against a very good player. Now, as you can see, we're winning. We've just scored with Mamouche. We activate team press from kickoff. Look, my line's pushed up. We've not really got any options here. He can go here, but there's no options. He can go down here as well, probably. Is his best option. But let's play the clip. Goes down here, we bring Nunes out, but as you can see, all his players are basically covered. Apart from this one up here, but it's going to be very difficult for him to get the ball there quick. And by the time he does, I'll be able to cover anyway. If he gives the ball here, this player's surrounded by 3 players here. So everything's covered. He has to go sideways or backwards. We pass it in there and he comes down here. So he gets a little bit of space down here. He works it pretty well. Now, as team press is active, all his players are marked in the box here. All his players are marked. He has to go backwards here. We force him out of play with the corner there. Force him out wide. He had nowhere to go. Now he gets the corner again. Force him back for another corner. Let's play this on a bit more. He's just working it. He's not really got much going. He passes it into Gravenberch, back to Pina. He's not really got any options. He's got to go backwards. He's got to go backwards. He's got no choice. And as soon as he starts going backwards, I'm in there. I'm pouncing. I'm winning the ball. Now, we move into this clip here. To rewind it back a little bit. It's 1-1 in the 5th minute. I've just equalised. My opponent's got a kick-off. As you can see, I've activated team press down here. Watch my team. Look how my team behaves. His team are not free. Like, everyone's marked. He gets a little bit of space down here. Bit of poor defending down here from me there, but as you can see, he's not really got much available anyway. There's nowhere he can really go. He can only run into this space here, but it's a lot more easier for me to defend. As you can see, he's got no options. He can only go back here, really. The team press has allowed my team to wake up and just cover every single passing option. He can come back here. That's his only option. Everything's covered. He had nowhere to go, and we win the ball back. Simple as that. Very, very simple how it works. My opponent is here now. He's about to lose the ball here, but he's got no options. He can't pass it here because it'll get intercepted. This guy's marked. This guy's marked. He's got no options. No options. This is what the team press does. Your team will wake up, cover runs, track runs, and it'll make it a lot more difficult for your opponent. And as we roll the clip on, I bring Saliba here to cover this space, and then I switch back to Diani to confront him and try and block the pass. And as you can see, at the time when he loses the ball, the only option he had was to go back here. He can't go here, it's marked. Can't go here, he can't go here, he can't go here. He's got no options. Very difficult for your opponents to try and score. And as you can see, successfully win the ball back and defend the kickoff. So to recap, when you are defending a kickoff, your controller, this is your controller right here. As soon as the guy kicks off and he passes the ball, up on the D-pad once, up on the D-pad D-pad again, offside trap, bring your defensive line upwards. Then up on the D-pad again, bring up the tactics menu, left on the D-pad, activate team press. What that'll do is wake your team up and they'll start tracking runs. They're not just going to stay stationary like statues. Then what you need to do is you need to be active in your player switching and make sure that you are putting pressure on the ball holder and forcing your opponent to go backwards or sideways, because your team will cover the other passes, but you still need to put pressure on the ball holder. And if you do all them things, as you would have seen in the clips that I have shown, you will defend kickoff majority of the time, unless your opponent pulls out a really nice play or maybe goes on a nice run. It's going to be a lot more difficult, and you will not concede. I'm telling you, you'll concede like 70 to 80% less kickoffs if you defend your kickoffs like I've shown in this video. But that is going to be the end of the video. If you've got any questions, or maybe I didn't explain something very well, or you're not sure about anything, let me know in the comments down below and I will get back to you and reply to your comment and try and help you as best as possible. But that is going to be the end of the video. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed, and that's it from me, and I'm out.